Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, thousands of auto workers, their families, their bosses, and people all around Michigan are holding their breath, wondering and worrying about a possible strike. Negotiations continue at this hour, but you can see the clock is ticking toward that deadline just before midnight. The UAW contracts with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis expire in less than 8 hours. This is going to be down to the wire. Business editor Rod Maloney live to show us exactly where things stand at this 4 o'clock hour. Rod.
Yeah, good afternoon, Karen. You know, we're talking about national contract here, right? So each company has a contract with the UAW. They also have local contracts that are being negotiated as well, but it's the national contract we're talking about here. And right now there are negotiations going on here at Solidarity House, but also at the other, at the GM Warren Tech Center and then the other two headquarters. Now, we want to talk to you a little bit about the General Motors offer that they put on the table this afternoon. They have sweetened that offer. General Motors saying this afternoon that and GM CEO Mary Barra said they raised their pay offer from 18 to 20% over 4 years, and that they're also going to have 4 years to top pay as the in progression workers, in other words, starting from a new employee to a full-time line worker getting full-time pay. That remains on the table. They've assured the union that all manufacturing and warehouse sites have work going forward. So that's the job protection part that they've been concerned about. You may recall the union's been also pushing for raises of about 36% in this contract. They started out at 40. Ford also has a 20% pay raise on the table. That may have changed because they have been exchanging paper this afternoon. The union is also pushing for a 32-hour work week and some other things that the companies have rejected out of pocket. UAW President Shawn Fain is promising his next live update on the negotiations in about 6 hours at 10 o'clock, where he's going to talk about the strike plan. In other words, he's come up with a thing called the stand-up strike now, and he has ideas about what it is that he wants to do. And if, in fact, they need to have that, we're going to know at 10 o'clock exactly the plants that he intends to target. Karen, back to you.
You know, Rod, we have been talking a lot about this strategy. So tell us about the union's strike strategy if that's where things end up.
Well, they call it a stand-up strike, sort of the flip side of the sit-down strike from 1937 in General Motors. But what they're going to try and do is they want to do sort of a gradual pressure on the companies. In other words, if in fact they don't have 3 deals, they say they're going to strike everybody tonight, but it won't be all plants everywhere. What they'll do is they'll go and they'll hit, say, a components plant that services a number of assembly plants. That plant will strike. It will starve the big plant, the assembly plant, of parts. Then they'll have to shut down. And so it's one of those things where they're going to do it in a targeted fashion, perhaps amongst all 3, and cause trouble for each of the 3 to get some kind of concession at the bargaining table. And then if they don't get what they want, say in a day or 2, they'll take out still more of those kinds of plants to bring down still more manufacturing. So that's what they're talking about right now.
All right, it's 4:02. We'll check back in about 58 minutes at the top of the hour and see where things stand at that time. We appreciate it. Thank you, Rod.